Hey folks, it's Chef Kevin. I have a beautiful piece of swordfish here. I got that from my local fishmonger. Now there's a word you don't hear too often, fishmonger. And what I'm going to be making is a Greek-style stuffed swordfish. Now, swordfish is one of my favorite fish because it's very identifiable. In other words, it's hard to mislabel. A lot of times you go to a fish market and, believe it or not, there's a lot of mislabeling of the fish. And a lot of those fish actually taste quite the same, but swordfish has a very unusual, different, and distinguishable taste. So I really love it. It's not anything you can farm raise, so it's always wild caught. And I have a nice chunk here. I have some flies in the house. Not too impressed with the flies, but living in Virginia, you have flies in your house. No matter how you try to get rid of them, you always have some flies. So I have a nice chunk here. I'm going to unwrap it and I'll show you how to prep it for stuffing. Okay, so I have a small non-stick saute pan here. I'm going to add a little olive oil for sauteing. This is the one for sauteing, not salads. The thing is, you don't want a real robust oil. Okay, I have 2 cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to put those in my garlic press. I find this is easier than using a knife to dice it up with. Now I don't want to brown those. I don't want to give it any color. I just want them to start cooking. Probably about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to go ahead and add some. We'll add 1 serrano pepper. Now I'm pretty sure that's not Greek, but I like hot food, so I'm going to throw that in. Totally optional. I have some baby lettuce here. Now that looks like a lot, but this is going to wilt down. Vegetables are 95% water. So I'm going to let this cook down for a couple of minutes. Okay, so I have a nice chunky piece here, and you have to use a chunky piece because you can't stuff a thin piece, obviously. So it has the outer skin on it, which is totally inedible, so that has to come off. So I'm just going to run this boning knife along the bottom of it, trying not to take too much meat off. Something like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and make an incision on it on this side here. And this will be the side that the stuffing goes into. So I don't want to cut all the way through, just most of the way through. Okay. I have a nice little pocket here for my filling. So let's make the filling. Okay, so I have a small non-stick saute pan here. I'm going to add a little olive oil for sauteing. This is the one for sauteing, not salads. The thing is, you don't want a real robust oil. Okay, I have 2 cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to put those in my garlic press. I find this is easier than using a knife to dice it up with. Now I don't want to brown those, I don't want to give it any color, I just want them to start cooking. Probably about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to go ahead and add some. We'll add 1 serrano pepper. Now I'm pretty sure that's not Greek, but I like hot food, so I'm going to throw that in. Totally optional. I have some baby lettuce here. Now that looks like a lot, but this is going to wilt down. The vegetables are 95% water. So I'm going to let this cook down for a couple of minutes. It's wilting down nicely. I'm going to add some sea salt and some fresh ground pepper. Another minute or 2. So as you can see, the spinach has really wilted down to pretty much nothing. The water has evaporated. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it because I don't want to make it soggy. Okay, so here's my mix of garlic, serrano peppers, and spinach. There was a little residual water in the bottom. A little water, a little oil. I dumped that off. So it's cool enough to add the remaining ingredients. I have some capers. That's very Greek, very Italian, very Mediterranean. And these are the capers in brine, organic capers in brine. These are not the salted capers. You could use the salted capers, but if you do, you have to rinse them in water or else it's going to be way too overly salted. Have a lemon here and a microplane. It's going to get some of that lemon rind in there. That'll make a nice little vibrant taste to it. Good enough. I have some crumbled feta cheese Mediterranean herb. So I know that's great. I know that's going to work out good. I'm going to put about that much in there. Okay, let me get that beautiful swordfish steak. We'll stuff this bad boy up. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think that's enough for 2 people actually. Okay, I have a tiny bit left. No big deal. I have some short bamboo skewers here. Just going to try to keep it together somewhat so I can flip it. Something sort of like that. Okay. Going to season the outside. Sea salt. Not too much because it's already got natural salt in it. And some fresh ground pepper. And there you have it. Let's go out to the grill. Okay, here we go, folks. Greek-styled stuffed swordfish. That's extremely hot. I'm going to spread it out and let it cool down just a little bit. And then put the swordfish on. Okay, let's cook this swordfish up.
Okay.
So I just put the swordfish on the grill, and I have some salmon as well. That's for my wife. She doesn't like swordfish at all. So I'm just going to basically cook this by air because I'm not going to use a thermometer. I'll know when it's done when the juices run clear and the skin is nice and crisped up. Okay, so the stuffed swordfish is holding in the oven. So I'm going to make a nice little South American corn here. Corn came from South America, I should say. And this is sort of like a street corn. We're going to cover it with mayonnaise. Nice and healthy. And I'm going to put some cilantro on that. A little cilantro on that is good. Who doesn't like cilantro? And I'm going to put a little grated Parmesan cheese on that as well. This looks friggin' awesome. Wow, look at that. Okay, let's get that swordfish on board here. Here's the swordfish. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the skewers. You can't eat it with the skewers, can you? To the plate. I'm going to go ahead and garnish that with some grilled vegetables. And here we have it, folks. Chef Kevin's Greek-styled stuffed swordfish with Mexican street corn. So let's cut into this because I'm so hungry. Okay, so let's cut right into this. Let's stop fooling around here. This corn looks so good. A little lemon juice on there. Cut this right in half. Let's take a look here. It's definitely cooked through. This stuffing is so good. I can taste the garlic, the capers. This is nice and tender. You can see it's flaking off. The spinach you can taste. The cheese is not quite melted. No, fine. Definitely good. This is so tasty. I can't wait to bite into that corn. Grilled vegetables are nice, got a little char to it. Okay. If you like my videos, if you like my swordfish, my corn, whatever, then throw me a friggin' bone here.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.